to go into detail on what I like and what maybe I don't like about the Skycamp 2.0 from iKamper. Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. I'm Brad, I go by the Whalen, and this is my vlog on truck venture. You know the drill. So what are we doing today? It's a beautiful day here with a blue sky in October in Oregon. And I'm wearing my orange scarf to mark October, and the scarf means it's time for some adventure. So we are gonna go on a camp trip. We're gonna go out to the Tillamook State Forest, and the purpose of this trip is to do a review on my new rooftop tent. So recently, some of you may know, I acquired this iKamper Skycamp 2.0 rooftop tent to replace my old Tepui. And I have yet to do a full detailed review of it yet. So now I'm gonna do it. So if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on the road and go to the Tillamook State Forest. We made it to solo camp out in the Tillamook State Forest. It is pitch dark, which is 100% true to form for me. I like to show up to camp in the dark for some reason. That's probably why I have this truck loaded down with the light of 1,000 suns and auxiliary lighting. The benefit, or the plus side to this, is now with the iKamper instead of the old Tepui, the tent sets up way faster, so that should not be a problem getting that tent set up. I'm gonna record it. It's so dark out, I'm not sure how well that footage is going to come out, but I will definitely get more footage in the morning. And a quick note on mapping and location finding. I'm still using Gaia GPS connected to the InReach Explorer via Bluetooth on my iPad to do my mapping for overland. What you see here are some waypoints for camps that I've identified and marked and labeled in my Gaia app. I'm actually camping at a new location that I've identified before. I haven't camped in this spot before. So we're gonna give it a shot tonight, see what I think of this particular spot in the forest. But we've got many more to choose from on future camps. So in a strange turn of events, I realized on my way out that I did not have a sleeping bag because, yeah, my sleeping bag is still inside of my Tepui tent, which is in the Emporium of Oddities and Miscellaneous Things right now. So I got a new sleeping bag for the iKamper. Well, the benefit here is that this is a giant sleeping bag, so I can spread out. It's like a RV bag, queen size. Awesome. We have the tent set up. It went up very easily. It's pitch dark here in the forest right now. It was actually more pitch dark up until the point where the moon came out from behind some clouds and you can actually see some things, but it's still too dark for a full-on review. I'm actually lighting this scene here with my headlamp in my hand so you can see me. Hopefully you can see me. We have the tent set up. I even have some party lights there hanging from it, multicolored party lights. They're in for camping in the forest now. Also, they help if you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to use the restroom and you don't want to trip over things in the dark. So we'll do a full review of that tomorrow. Right now we have the camp set up with fire included, so that's pretty fun. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some camp cooking. Tonight I've got a filet mignon set up to be cooked along with some sorted vegetables to saute. Those of you who watch my channel know I love to cook, so we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna add some narration about what I'm doing with the cook tonight, and then tomorrow we will get to that review of the rooftop tent. So if you want to see that, just go ahead and skip ahead, but if you want to stick around for some camp food, we're about to get into it. Now for a camp cook. To start, I raided my refrigerator for some vegetables before I left the house. I came out with onions, peppers, and asparagus, plus some cauliflower. You can pre-cut your vegetables before you leave for camp, but I suggest investing in a good, sharp camp knife anyway. It's very satisfying. On medium-high heat, you can start to sear your harder vegetables first, and add the softer vegetables in once you have a good sear going. This prevents things from getting too mushy too fast. Spice it to your liking. I added salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper, and then I turned the heat to low for a simmer. Now for the main course, a filet mignon cut just over half a pound, my favorite cut of beef. The simple treatment on this is to give it a light oil bath and then add salt and pepper. Do this while you bring your cast iron to a medium-high heat. I tend to go for a rare or medium rare cook on my steak, so for this steak I seared it for 2 minutes on each side. Then I let it rest for about 3 minutes. Meanwhile, I added rosemary and thyme, garlic, and of course butter. Once that has a nice melt going, place the steak back in and baste. I struggled a bit with the camp spoon here, but you get the idea. I like to baste each side for 1 to 2 minutes, still on medium-high heat. Look at that magnificent thing. Now plate and let it rest for 5 minutes. Time to cut in and enjoy. Ready for bed now in the Skycamp 2.0 from iKamper. The last time I was in this tent, I was with my girlfriend and her son when we did a camping trip over the summer, and the three of us fit in here just fine. This is my first time sleeping in it by myself on a solo trip, and it is massive. It feels big. It's got to be at least 50% bigger than my Tepui that I had before this. I really like the size and the space. I'm able to bring in more stuff comfortably into the tent that I can have around me if I need it. And yeah, I really like that. So hopefully it's a good night's sleep. And then when I wake, I will get some good daylight shots of this thing and then do a good full review. Good morning, campers. Another day, another scarf. It's a beautiful day to wake up in the forest of Oregon with a few clouds but blue skies in October. So can't really ask for more on a camp day than that. And now we are going to take the time to go into detail on what I like and what maybe I don't like about the Skycamp 2.0 from iKamper. Here it is, the Skycamp 2.0 from iKamper. As a note, this is not a sponsored blog, and I did pay full retail price for this tent. The first thing to strike you about this tent is the sheer size of it. When deployed, the measurements are 85.4 inches long, 90.5 inches wide, that's from the back of the clamshell to the front of the rainfly, and 48.4 inches tall. The tent fabric is a breathable polycotton canvas with a waterproof polyester rainfly. There are 2 side windows and 1 window on the roof. 3 sets of tent poles for the rainfly are provided. Take note, the entry poles are longer. All poles connect into the base of the tent in sturdy mounting slots. 4 custom brackets are also provided to mount the tent to a rack. The hard shell cover acts as the rear wall of the tent in the classic clamshell design. It should be noted that both the tent and the rainfly are removable via a zipper. In the generous interior, you'll find gas struts facilitate the opening and closing of the tent. Not shown here, there are attachments for the struts that will lock them in place during high winds. Each side is equipped with pocket storage under the windows. The windows have 3 zippable layers. That includes a clear plastic inner window, a mesh screen, and the outer rainfly. The roof hatch serves as an additional window with a mesh screen and fixed clear plastic window attached to the outer rainfly. The interior footprint is 83 inches by 77 inches, or 44.3 square feet. Ample room for me to stretch out in. When it's time to pack the tent away, here are some tips. Pull the rainfly poles from the inside of the tent and keep the plastic windows down to mitigate the potential for trapping moisture. The front mattress lifts up and stacks on top of the back mattress. Here, I noticed some condensation on the floor. I took a mental note to acquire some condensation flooring, but honestly, iKamper should have included this for the price they're asking. Opening and closing the tent is a fairly simple process. I put it away at a leisurely pace for this video, and it took me less than 3 minutes. If you position the tent high on your vehicle, expect you may have to do a bit of climbing. Once the ladder is folded away, it's held in place with a Velcro strap, and a separate sheath is provided for the feet of the ladder to prevent the hard rubber from damaging the tent when it's not in use. You'll notice 3 straps to pull the tent closed. The center strap pulls down while the side straps fold the sides inward to prevent fabric from overhanging outside of the tent. You may have to do some minor tucking on the fabric for the sides, but honestly, it's not too much trouble compared to tents I've used in the past. Once closed, you can lock the tent in place with the custom key provided. It should be noted, you cannot open or close this tent without the key, so don't leave home without it. All closed up, the shell is about 12.8 inches tall, 54.7 inches wide, and 85.4 inches long, and comes in at 160 pounds. Now let's get into some pros and cons of what I like and don't like about this iKamper. To start the pros list, ease of use tops the list. Setup and takedown is about as easy as it gets with a rooftop tent. Living space. The massive floor space can fit up to 4 adults, or a lot of personal items if you're solo camping. Hard shell cover. Offers more protection from the rain and other elements, as well as trail damage, more so than you'll find in a regular PVC cover. Comfortable pad for sleeping. This beats the hard ground any day of the week. Cons. Size. It's big, and it may be difficult to fit on some vehicles, especially short bed trucks like mine. I had to have a custom platform made for my bed rack in my truck in order to clear the cab. Weight. At 160 pounds, it's a very heavy add-on. Cost. Coming in at around $4,200, it is not the cheapest option on the market. Lack of condensation mat. For the price they are charging, this is a major oversight of iKamper. Overall, if it's within your budget and you need the space of a large rooftop tent for your overland or camping trips, I would recommend the Skycamp 2.0. The easy setup and takedown, the rugged outer shell, and the increased space have made it a great upgrade for me. Okay, so tent's put away, camp is packed up, let's hit the road. And we made it back home after a solid camp. So hopefully that information I shared was useful for you. And if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.